Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be slightly different. It's going to be a video I've never done before, but it has been a video that I've wanted to do for a little while now. It's going to be a bit more of a subdued video, and it's going to be a video that's probably not going to get many laughs. It's going to be a video about me letting you kind of into my mind and what kind of state I've been in over the last few months. Now this is a difficult video to make because I don't really feel confident in making this sort of video. One, because I like to be entertaining and I like to make people laugh, I like to actually entertain them. And two, I'm not entirely comfortable, although I feel I should be entirely comfortable, with letting people know what's been going on in my life and how I've been feeling. I wanted to make the video though overall because I felt like people might get something from this video, whether it's reassurance or just to know that someone else is in a similar position, because there will be inevitably people that have been through something at least similar to what I've been experiencing. Now, to put it bluntly, and just so we're not wasting any time here, I've not been in a good headspace the last few months. There are several reasons as to why I've not been in a good headspace. One of them is my situation with employment. Towards the end of last year, I was pretty much on, not cloud nine. I wasn't living the big life, you know, but I was generally happy with the direction my life was going. I just agreed to buy a house. I was in a job that I thought, you know, although I didn't enjoy, I thought it was a job that I could just get by in and do YouTube and my entertainment stuff on the side, and we could see where that would go. Then going into the new year, I'm no longer in that job. I won't go through what happened. I don't feel it was my fault. I felt let down. I felt pretty distraught about it, to be honest, and having the agreement to buy a new fucking house was definitely not what I needed. This meant pretty much straight away after getting access to the house and doing what I wanted to it, I was immediately living off savings. I'm just thankful that before I bought the house I was living with my mum, so I was in the position to be able to actually accrue some savings, because without that opportunity I would be completely fucking bankrupt right now. So I don't beat myself up too much at this point. I know I've got quite a bit of savings to at least last me a few months, which again I'm grateful for, and I'm grateful that I had. And at that point I'm thinking, okay, let's just try and get another job as soon as possible. Something that brings money in so the house doesn't get taken off us. And then within probably about 2-3 weeks of me searching for a new job, coronavirus happens. And that completely flips everything on its head. Everything changes with that. The jobs that I'm applying for are no longer even active jobs. By this point in time, I have applied for well over 300 jobs. I'd probably say nearer 400 jobs. Not all of them in the local area. There's not enough jobs going around in a local area to apply for 400. So some of them would have been further away. But I would say the response I got from them was probably less than 10%. Less than 10%. And that's not even positive responses. And each day, each week that goes by where I get no response and I'll keep applying, I'll keep doing what I'm meant to be doing, it eats away at me every single day, and it has done throughout this whole duration of the lockdown, of me not being able to fucking provide for my half of the house, basically. I'm so fortunate that I have a partner who's kind of stepped up and paid more than her share, because if she didn't, then I really don't know what would happen. I really don't know what situation I'd be in. But finally, after probably about a month and a half, I get a bit of good news. There's an opening for a job in which they're looking for people basically to start right now. I go in, I have an interview. The interview lasts about five minutes, not even that. It was for a supermarket, and I've worked in a supermarket before, so it would be a kind of environment I would at least be able to adapt back to. I do my induction day, that goes well, they're happy for me to work there. They give me a minimum of 4 weeks, like shift rotas. They say it may change or it might not, but you're employed for 4 weeks minimum. Great. I've at least got a month where I've got something coming in. That's a start. My first day, my first full shift I do there, I'm sent home halfway through the shift because I'm deemed at high risk for the coronavirus. I mean, people that were similar to me in terms of their BMI, who have been working there full time for a while, they were sent home for 12 weeks. So that signaled to me pretty early on, they're probably not going to do the same with me, they're probably just going to get rid of me. And that's what they did. I was never paid for the shift, or half the shift I did, which in all honesty I didn't even have to fight in me to get that. Not that it's really worth me trying to fight for that, but it was more the fact that I didn't want to fight that really hurt me. It was at that point that I started lying to myself. I started, saying I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm just going to plough on and keep going. But I really wasn't. I really was not fine. And I did what I shouldn't have done, which is just keep going. Don't talk to anyone about it. Don't admit anything's wrong. Just keep trying to do the same thing over and over again, which is apply for jobs and look for jobs. I mean, at this point, I had pretty much, without saying it to anyone, I'd pretty much given up. I was still applying for jobs, but I was knowing full well that I'm not even going to get a look in for these jobs. It was depressing. It was depressing. And I have been depressed. I know I have. The telltale signs have been there. I've put on more weight, which is probably the most ironic thing about not being able to work for the supermarket because of my BMI and the risk I was posing, or was posed to me by coronavirus. I'd gone home, got in a state of depression where I'd just put on more weight. I wasn't as active. I'm not massively active. I need to be more. I need to turn a corner because my health at the moment is not good. And part of me at the time thought, okay, I'm in this situation, what should I plough my time into other than finding jobs? Because I can't spend all my time doing that. It's physically impossible. So I thought, oh great, I'll start making more content for my YouTube channel. I'll start trying to plan different things and look at different avenues. My passion never went away for doing it, but my mentality and my ability to actually write something funny and write something entertaining and film something entertaining, edit things entertaining, it's affected me in every aspect of what I want to do. I remember vividly sitting there one day after I'd filmed what I thought at the time was, given the circumstance, a pretty good video. I thought it was funny in places. I thought it was pretty well written considering my mindset. But I loaded up Premiere Pro to edit the video and I just felt no comedy in it. I felt no entertainment in it. And I actually felt ashamed. I felt ashamed of making something. And this, I've never felt ashamed of something that I've made before. Never. And that really fucking hit me hard. And it's not that I don't criticise my own work, because criticising your own work is part of the process that I go through. But I've never felt ashamed. I've never felt ashamed of even trying to make something that day. I've had people that tell me it's not my fault, which, bless them, I appreciate to have those voices around me, because if I didn't, I believe my own voices that I hear. You're shit. You're worthless. Why did you think that was funny? You can't fucking do this. Those are the inner voices in me, or have been, for the past probably 5 to 6 months. I've never ever felt like that making this content that I try and make. And I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I don't even know if I'll put it up, because although I'm not in the worst mindset right now, there's still elements of it. I'm coming out of it, which is great, but it still hurts. It still hurts, it really does. And it grips you. That depression grips you, and it does not let go. I don't know whether you could see it in the videos that I put out. I felt that you couldn't, which is why I was comfortable putting them out. I did the cardinal sin. I didn't talk enough about it. I didn't talk enough to people about it. Also, at the end of the video, I'll put some numbers on the screen if you need to talk to someone, because that is the biggest mistake I made, was not talking to someone. Even if you're not comfortable talking to someone in your family, talk to someone. There are people there to listen. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. Sometimes that is not enough, but just to talk to someone is a start. Another thing I didn't even mention, as soon as we moved into the house, we had a series of storms, and the storms had damaged our outside wall, one of the outside walls, and tried to claim on home insurance. They wouldn't accept it. Everything just feels like it's crumbling around you, and there's only really a couple of people that stood firm in the rubble. One of them was my partner, who I'm incredibly grateful for, because she has worked longer hours than she needed to, harder than she needed to, and she already worked hard anyway before that. And it's the shame, the fucking shame that I felt that person that I adore is having to work harder, partly or totally because of me. And watching her come home every night tired, miserable, because she's not a fan of the job that she works in. To see that person suffer because I'm suffering was literally the worst thing. That was the worst feeling above every other single thing. To watch the person that is fighting tooth and nail and providing to keep this literal roof over our heads, and I'm just doing little things like cooking tea, doing the washing up. It's not enough. It doesn't feel like enough, and I felt ashamed. That started to bleed into my passion for making videos, and that is almost as sad. Throughout this whole entire thing, interacting with everyone who's commented on my videos, being part of Jordan's live streams, being part of the web show that I've always enjoyed doing, and being part of the streams that he does, playing video games with him and, you know, other people on the subscribers and fans and all that sort of stuff, has been one of the very, 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 very few moments of pleasure that I've felt throughout these last few months. So I owe you a massive thank you, because even if it was for an hour, or you commented on a video and it engaged me for a minute of my day, it took my mind off. Even if it was for a few seconds or a minute or an hour or a couple of hours, even if it was for that short amount of time, it took me away from hating myself. And that's something I really appreciate, because without it, it would have just been a continuous cycle of just shit. Fortunately, I feel like there's a corner being turned, which I'm hoping for the best, but I'm not completely okay at the moment. I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better, which is great. I'm a lot better. So the thing I'm looking forward to most in the next few months is getting the podcast up and running, and we I can just dive into that and make that the best it can be. And making it the best it can be will make me happy, will make hopefully all you guys who want to watch and listen to it happy, and it will make me feel like my effort and my time is worthwhile. And the reason I make this video is because I think there might be people in a similar position to me. There's a lot of people who have lost their jobs recently. There's a lot of people who are now in financial difficulty. And I'm still in financial difficulty. I'm not completely broke. But I'm getting an opportunity just at the point in which, if it went on any longer, I would be in serious trouble. I've also got a job, a regular job that I'll be doing, thankfully, in the meantime, which is helping out with a family business, so I'm grateful for that opportunity. But it's a business that has struggled throughout this coronavirus period and this lockdown, so it's going to take a lot of effort to get it back up to being a business. I do apologise if this video, you've watched it and you've not really felt entertained, but if I'm honest, I did give the disclaimer at the start. It wasn't going to be a very happy video, it wasn't going to be an entertaining video, it wasn't going to be a funny video, but there you go. I do apologise if you felt that I wasn't portrayed enough in the beginning of the video. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate you listening to me ramble on about my problems, in which this is a time where a lot of people have problems and there are a lot of people who are suffering more than I am. But all I can do is just give you my experiences and tell you how I was feeling, and provide links to the causes that can help. Keep safe, check on your friends, check on your family as much as you can, and just don't take anything or anyone for granted. And if you do feel like you're in any way able to support these, mostly charities, please do donate if you can spare anything to help these charities, because they are literal, at the end of the day, lifesavers. Thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.